Donald Trump's executive orders are back in the headlines, but this time it's on the pharmaceutical industry. On Monday, Trump signed a sweeping executive order to pharma companies to lower drug costs for Americans, seeking a cut between 59 to 90%. The latest executive order has set a 30-day deadline to decrease cost of prescription drugs. U.S. Department of Health, led by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., will take charge of negotiating new prices for the drugs. However, in a situation where there is no agreement on lower rates, the Health Secretary has been given the powers to develop a new rule which will tie the U.S. drug price to lower rates paid by other countries. The rule is what Trump has termed as equalization.
Basically, what we're doing is equalizing. There's a new word that I came up with, which I think is probably the best word. We're going to equalize, where we're all going to pay the same. We're going to pay what Europe's going to pay.
In his speech at the White House, Trump slammed other countries and pharmaceutical companies for the high prices that Americans pay for prescription drugs. The U.S. president has also asked drug companies to increase their import from other countries. There is no clarity on the impact that the potential price change will have on Americans who have private health insurance with respect to drugs covered under Medicare and Medicaid. The U.S. government exercises more control over changing the medicine prices. Our correspondent Susan Teherani is now joining us live from New York. Susan Teherani, good to see you. Probably you can tell us more about this equalization term by Trump.
Yeah, his speech was promising, but you have to bear in mind that there is only so much President Trump can do without the approval of Congress. And I have a list of what he can do. He can direct federal agencies like the one that the health agency that RFK is, for example, leading right now to take specific action. He can negotiate Medicare prices using existing regulations, as you rightly mentioned, and he could also, of course, issue executive order and then use that favored nation system for Medicare again and to demonstrate lowering prices. However, what he can't do is force private insurance to change prices altogether on the one hand, and also overhaul the drug pricing system altogether. Again, not without Congress. And finally, he cannot redirect major Medicare funding to other agencies or other parts of the pharmaceutical industry, notably the private pharmaceutical industry, without the approval of Congress as well. So while this has been a welcome step, you know, our viewers may know and you may know that the biggest cause of bankruptcy for Americans is healthcare and hospital stays. So this is welcome news, but how far the president can go on his own with executive orders is the real question right now. He's going to need Congress to help him bring this issue home.
All right, let's see how that pans out. Susan, good to see you. Thank you.